Dear students, let us start the discussion on today's newspaper, that is 30th July 2016. The first article is related to American elections. The Miss Hillary Clinton, she was nominated as first woman candidate for Democratic Party, and she is also a first woman candidate who is representing American presidential elections from any major political party. On the other hand, Mr. Donald Trump, he represents from the Republican Party. In these circumstances, let us see the arguments that are going in American elections. The first one is related to immigration. Now, the ideas of Mr. Trump on immigration, they are very divisive. So, according to him, blocking the Mexicans from the Californian border, and the second is expelling the people who do not possess a valid visa from the country. So again, it means there is kind of a racistic slur in his voice. On the other hand, Miss Clinton, she represents an inclusive America, and her statecraft, all the people, all the allies, they are aware of, because she has an experience as the Secretary of the State. And the second thing is, so with regard to the trade, both of them are on the same page. Now, Trans-Pacific Partnership, a North American Free Trade Agreement. So Mr. Trump says that this will kill the American business and America shall be put forward first. So, on the other hand, Trans-Pacific Partnership, they talk about globalization. So here, Hillary Clinton faces a problem. The NAFTA treaty, it was promoted by none other than Mr. Bill Clinton. So in these circumstances, this fight is going to have a global relevance. Whatever be the case, presidential elections of United States of America, they will get a deep impact on India, especially the pivot of Asia of President Obama. It has realigned the balance of power in Asian continent. In these circumstances, India has moved very close to United States, and let us see how this is going to change in the long run. Now coming to nuclear power. Now let us understand something. The total establishment cost of the nuclear reactors which are coming into India, it is around 4 lakh crore rupees. Now they are supposed to be distributed across east, west and southern coast of India. In this case, the Haripur in West Bengal, Russian reactors are supposed to come. In Kovada in Andhra Pradesh, we are supposed to have the reactors of Westinghouse. And in Gujarat, we were supposed to have the reactors of GE. And you also have French company Aravis reactors in Maharashtra. So now the agitations got subsided in Maharashtra, but that is not the same case with Gujarat and West Bengal. Now the government is planning to move these reactors into Andhra Pradesh. So more than 30,000 gigawatts of the power out of the planned 63,000 is expected to come from Andhra Pradesh alone. So such a concentration of the nuclear power at one single location, is that advisable? And the second thing is, many people object to its location because Andhra Pradesh is on a high seismic zone. So, but however, the supporters, they do not agree to this particular point. And the third thing is, the Fukushima, the Daiichi Sankyo's reactor kind of accidents can be a possibility. And India has no experience in handling such a sophisticated nuclear reactors. And the nuclear liability law, it is also weak according to the experts, where for this 4 lakh crore of investment, the nuclear liability which is offered is around 1,500 crores of rupees. And finally, the establishment cost and the production cost, they go around 30 to 40 rupees per the unit, which is exorbitantly high. So these are the factors that need to be taken into consideration whenever if these projects need to be moved forward. And coming to Nepal crisis, I always discuss this. There are three parties in Nepal: Nepal Congress, Communist Party of Nepal, Marxist-Leninist, Communist Party of Nepal, Maoist. So in this case, recently, the Communist Party of Nepal, Maoist, Marxist-Leninist, it's got split, the coalition broke, and Communist Party of Nepal, it got aligned with the Nepali Congress. So, in these circumstances, the deep differences that have existed between the Maoist and Nepali Congress are reasons for the turmoil and the lack of political consensus on the matters that are plaguing the Nepal. So, in these circumstances, this alliance is expected to bring in new light of thought in the Nepal. So, the first thing is India-Nepal relations are expected to bounce back. When Mr. Prachanda became the first Prime Minister after it converted into a republic, his first visit was to China. And Mr. Worley presently also played the China card. So this has worsened the relations between India and Nepal. Now, the Nepali Congress and the Prachanda with his Prachanda as the new Prime Minister, they are looking to revive their relations, re-establish their relations with India. And secondly is, when new constitution of the Nepal was passed, the Madhesis, they are facing a challenge. They are asking for the realignment of the states so that the demographic profile is not disturbed. And the second thing is, they also want the constitutional rights equally distributed for them and proportional representation as the basis for distribution of the seats. These also expected to gain a strength in the point of, these are also expected to find a solution in this particular coalition. Finally, right, this particular Truth and Reconciliation Committee is being established with regard to the war crimes during this revolution which has occurred in Nepal. So, but however, from time to time, it has been extended and there is no proper scrutiny of the war crimes and it is expected to move forward. Now coming to South China Sea, you know that the recently in a permanent court of arbitration under UN clause, United Nations Conventional Law of Seas, has given a judgment in favor of Philippines against China. And it has clearly stated that China is violating the exclusive economic zone of Philippines. So in this context, China has become more assertive in claiming its rights over South China Sea. And already the China and Russia's military cooperation is getting deepened. In this context, both the navies, they are conducting the war games and naval exercises in the South China Sea. That shows the new assertiveness and cooperation between these two countries on the issue of South China Sea. And a regional connectivity plan. It is about connecting the small towns to different parts of the country. So in this case, the ticket cost shall not be more than 2,500 rupees per hour of flight. And the government is going to subsidize this cost up to 80% for the airlines. The reason is, it wants to boost the air connectivity in India. So in this case, the money is going to come from a levy imposed on the people flying from the metro cities in the country. And the 20% will be coming from the state governments. So the regional connectivity plan, the state governments are asking for expansion into the long distance flights too. Now coming to Strategic Forces Command. Now let's see how our nuclear bombs can be operated. Now there is a nuclear command authority, and the authority, especially the National Security Advisor, is going to head the Nuclear Command Authority. Above this Nuclear Command Authority, you have the Political Authority. Now, so the Political Authority or Nuclear Command Authority has to give the possibilities to the Political Authority, and Political Authority will make a decision. Then comes the Strategic Command Forces, or what I can say is, this is a military establishment that comes into operation once it is being done. So it means that the Strategic Forces Command, so it will not have a direct control over the nuclear weapons. They take the command from the civilian government. So the Strategic Forces Command is also exempted from the Right to Information Act. Now coming to GST. There were three major objections on GST: a constitutional cap on the GST rate at 18%, and a dispute resolution mechanism, and the third thing is withdrawal of the 1% levy. from manufacturing states, are especially imposed by manufacturing states. Now this one, the third one was agreed. And the first two demands of the Congress, these are dismissed, but however, Congress thought of supporting to GST, and GST is expected to pass for next week. So this is going to reform the indirect taxes regime in the country. So these are the articles for today. Now, I'm in US, so that the time alignment is a bit problem. And the second thing is, I'm also traveling, so I mean, they may get disturbed. The supply of the current affairs may get disturbed for you for a week. And sorry for this inconvenience. Thank you very much.